Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy.
So, Elfie and Cuppa Christmas is what I ended up with. So I combined a few things. I'm only actually making 2 cards, but there's quite a bit of coloring, and I think I came up with some pretty good cards. So let me put these aside. I also pulled in, let me see, Greatest Part of Christmas, which is a host set. I used this. I think on one I might have used May This Yuletide Season Be Filled with Joy. What else? Oh, I used this on one of the cards. Let me see what else. I love pulling in other. Oh, yeah, I used the tree from Merry Moose, and I used Believe for one of the cards. So the Cup of Cheer, uh, Cuppa Christmas, and these are called Cup of Cheer dies. I don't know why they don't name them the same thing, but it's got a few like fun things in here. You can cut this, which would overlay onto a cup. I want to show you. Oh, these are fun. These are fun. Of course, they got like smushed over here, but they cut out in 2 pieces, and then you overlay one of them. So there's a plain one. Where's the other one I did? I don't know, but you can do like all different colors. It's probably on the floor, and that means it's gone. We all know that. So let me put this aside. Here's the first. Oh, before I do that, I'll show you one of the cards I made. So this morning I was watching Rach the Stamper, and she did these neat cards using the stitched rectangles, and hers were more like sympathy and whatever, but very easy, simple stamping she did with just a saying. So I did this one with no coloring. So if you want to see exactly how it's done, she is Rach the Stamper, and you can go see her on YouTube or on Facebook. So that's pretty fun and very easy to do. So let me do this one first. So this is the actual card. And I just cut out from the dies a white cup, and then we're going to color it and make it look more like a cup. So I'm using dark shaded spruce, Call Me Clover, light and dark. Oh no, light and dark shaded spruce, and then that's the lightest color is the light Call Me Clover. So I'm going to start out with the light Call Me Clover and just go all over the cup, except a spot in the middle. Hi, Donna and Linda and Sharon. So then I'm going to take the dark shaded spruce. And of course, I know I mentioned flicking, and it's really hard to do with our, it comes out like very thick, but you kind of flick. But I'm going to do this and then just do a little bit if I can, just to get that coloring on the sides. Okay. Then I'm going to take the next lightest color from that and go right over where I was before and bring that in a little bit further. And I'm going to end up blending it all together anyway, because that's kind of what you have to do with our blends. But it's good to kind of get that, like a little bit over and not just rub. And I'm going to do a little bit coming from the top, a little bit more on the bottom. Okay, then I'm going to go with my lightest color. And blend all around and go right into the middle. And we'll go around the handle, bring that out a little bit. Take the second color, and you want to go right over where you went before and just bring it a little bit further. And then take your light color and blend. Okay, so then we're going to do a little bit more on this one. A little bit more from the top. And then again, the lightest. So you can see now it looks like it's kind of shaped. And if you look at the other side, that's what it's supposed to look like. And let me just get where I missed on the side here. Okay, so now we've got 2 cups and my little decorations, which I kept dropping, so I have extra of the dots because I had lost one, so I popped more out. So one's going to go that way. Oh, I did these opposite of each other. Oh, I'm trying to pull it apart and it's one piece. Go gal. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on that. So that one's going to go that way. At least I grabbed 2 that were opposite. Could have been the same. And I'd be like, what? And it helps to turn it the right way. Okay, now for the fun dots. Berries, whatever they're supposed to be. So I put 3 on each one. Yeah. Well, hello. Okay, one more. One. So first you have to have them flipped over. It's a trick. And I am not the magician. Yay! Okay, one's done. And now for the other one. And I am in love with this plaid paper pack. Flip. Flip. Come on. Whew. See, you guys, you're not the only one. You think this is easy, right? Okay, so we've got our cups. I'm going to just put them aside a little bit. Of course, this is where I punched it, so we're not wasting paper. I just love this paper. There's so many pretty patterns. Okay, so we've got that. And then we're going to pop that up. Not yet. Oh, I can put it on. I still have to put the saying on and trim it before this actually goes on. Yes, Sharon, like tartan. Okay, so that's going to end up there, but I pre-did Season's Greetings and embossed it. And I cut it slightly smaller than an inch, and it fits right in between the gold lines, which is really cool. So put that down and then just take the gluey ribbon scissors and trim that off. Hi, Judith. Did I get that one? No. Something on there. Okay. And then this one we're going to do opposite. So I'm going to put that one down first. Yep, lost a dot already. All right, so let's fix that. And voila. So there's 2 cards, and I think I'm going to call a name for one of them, and I have to put insides in both of them, but I will be sending one of these to somebody tonight after the live. So make sure you leave a little word there. Okay, so I want to show you something before I go on to the next card, and I'm going to show you this card. And with our new puff paint, how I did that, but it really looks like, and it's very thin, and I really thought that I wasn't gonna like it the first time I used it. So see, it's just like, unless mine is thinner than everybody else, but so I put a line across and then I kind of brought it down. And what I figured out to do for me is heat this up, and then I start from very high. And it almost goes flat, like it's not going to do anything. I don't know if you can see it happening. Let's see if I can get it. So it goes flat and like dries, and then all of a sudden, as you get closer to it, it puffs up. And if you do it that way, oh, look at that, the ink came off on that one. Well, that's pretty cool if you want it to be colored. Interesting, because I stamped on top of the blue with blue, so it now has blueberry whipped cream. But that's how you do it so that it comes out like this. This was the blend, so it didn't pick up any color. So we just learned something on that. But the trick to it is really to start from high, let it go flat, and then you can go down onto it. So that's that. Okay, next card. So this is the card. So there's some coloring going on there, and then we've got to cut this little guy out. So I pre-stamped him. So we're going to do, let's see, red. So we're going to do dark and light, real red. Sticky. I'm going to flip that over. So we're going to go, I still have a point on this one. So I'm just bringing it around the edges. And then I'm going to blend that in. And on this, really don't have to do that much layering. And then his, let's do his little face and his hands. So I have the dark and light petal pink. So I'm going to go around his hairline. I'm also going to bring in, I think we still sell it, the ivory marker, because we want a little bit more definition, shadow under his hair and around his face. He doesn't have a neck, so we don't have to worry about that. And he He actually would have a little bit more shading around his hands, but it's a little face, so it's kind of hard to get in there. And then the same thing with his hands, but I'm going to do the light first since it's in my hand. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of the dark petal pink. I don't even have to really do blush on him, but we'll make it a little darker right there. Okay, back to the red. So I'm going to go with the dark red. And I'm just like touching because it's such a small area. So you're not going to get too much shading difference, but you get some. And I'm going to grab one of these greens for there. And we're going to do that gray trick that I showed you. Oh, I still have to do his hair. So I'm going to grab light daffodil, and I'm going to try this bronze marker that we sell separately. So I'm going to put some bronze like around under the hat. He's still going to be a blonde. And then I'm going to pull that down. Gray-haired elf? No, he's a youngster playing peekaboo. Okay. And I see a spot I missed here. Okay, so we're going to do that trick, and just to give it some dimension, we're going to pick up the gray on the blender marker and just bring some in from the sides. And the same thing, I'm just going to drop a little on each side. And really, that's all you need, because it's such a little area. And put the yellow away. And then we're going to cut him out. Quickly, I hope. I'm not worrying too much about the bottom, because that gets tucked away. Yeah, the elves are cute. So I'm trying to really practice coloring, but it's hard on these. So I just downloaded some images, like digital stamps, so I can practice on them. Oh yeah, I can't get in there, my eyes, even with the new glasses. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so then what I did, this is 5 by 3 3/4, is I took the circle 1.5 inch punch and I just popped it in there like so. Okay, and then I took that tree. Let me put that away. And we have shaded spruce. And then I took the dark soft suede. Yeah, I guess I could use this one. I think I just used a regular marker, but I can use that. And I just put some up into the tree. So if you see that, now it looks a little bit more realistic. And you want to not just draw the line, you want to do it in sections. Let me get rid of that one. Okay, so then there's this little gift that comes with Elfie. Elfie, what's it all about? So I'm going to stamp 2 presents, and you could get like more crazy than this and mask them and make like a whole pile if you wanted to by masking. You can put them in front of the tree. Okay, so I'm going to take the dark real red. I need the smaller. So just the center of the bow, just a little piece there, little going down, little at the bottom. And then take the light and just connect everything. And then we're going to do, is this the dark light? No, I don't want that one. Yes, I do. Okay, let me put this one away so I don't get confused. I'm already enough confused. Okay, so we have the dark, and I'm going to do the same thing in this bow. A little down that way. Make sure you're in the right spot. A little from the bottom. And then do the same thing with the light shade. Just bring it all together. There's not a lot of blending that you have to do in this. Whoops. It's absorbing that way. So then you do the same thing. This is gonna be a green box present. And you could just really color it in if you wanted to. And I should have had a little more shading right there. I might go back, but I might not. But I think I will. So I'm just going to bring it a little bit there. All right, I got to hit that spot with a little red on the bottom because it's annoying me. Okay, so then you're going to do the same thing with the dark red on this one. Okay, and our presents are done. Done. Okay, then with the layering circles. Oh, where's that other piece? I got it. So with the leftover from the other card, so layering circles, I made the outside. And then for this, and I did not get, crazy. You don't even have to, like raise it up. I chose not to. So you're just going to cut a scrap, have that standing by. And this little guy is going to get some glue on the bottom. So first he's going to go in the hole like that. Just hold him for a second. Then you're going to put a little bit of glue around the outside. And stick that piece down. So now you have him like that. Then what I did, and I actually did it before I put him down. Tricked myself again. So now we're going to stick them in there. So I lifted him up, but then, because I was afraid of this little topper, I put a little bit of glue, too much glue, way too much glue. I'm going to take some off. And you know where it is now? On my finger. Okay. So you just hold that down a second. So now we just have to add the no peeking. So I do believe I cleaned this off before. And we're going to take the black marker. That's brown. That is black. And we're just going to marker that. And we're going to stamp it right there. No peeking. And then this is going to go down. He's so cute. Okay. Card number 2 is almost done. I am going to get every drop out of this. I'm hoping to have my paper pumpkin, and then Sunday will be alternatives. And this one I also just did flat. So there's a few steps, a little coloring, but fairly simple card. Oh, and the bow. It gets a bow. It gets a bow. And I'm using some retired real red ribbon because I have it. But I have a lot to get rid of if I'm going to be moving. So I'm thinking of having a sale on my group page next month, and with all my retired stuff. And trust me, if you remember what I listed, there's a whole lot more than that. Stamp sets, dies, paper, and it will be going pretty cheap. And a glue dot. So there it is. So there's the two cards. And let me bring in the others. Oh, what I didn't show you, let me do that quick, is the stamps in this set are, you can stamp it either way. So let me just grab a piece of paper. Well, I guess we'll do it. Let me do it in a light color so I don't wear it. So there's two stamps in there that do this. So you can stamp one that way, clean it off, flip it over, ink it up, and stamp it again. So one has dots and the other has these stripes. So that's a fun new feature. Get rid of this and that. Okay, you ready? So here's the one you saw. Oh, phone, so silly. Then here's this one. This was actually the first card that I did, and that's one of the overlays. And then this one where I stamped the background with those dies and flipped them around. And then this one was fun. I just love the paper, the Christmas paper. And then we have that one, this one that we just did. And where's the other one that I just did? Right here. So there they are. And I hope you try coloring like that. It's fun, and you can do it like on a lot of different, things, balls and whatever, to get it so it looks like it's round. So I hope you enjoyed tonight, and I'll be back on Sunday, I hope, with Paper Pumpkin. If not, you know my motto. I don't know what, but it'll be something. So I'll see you then. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Good night, all.